breaking news and answer update a eba ne etwem say Ghana your man penny any foreign affairs minister wo magina ya nemu esigina ye bia amount for airborne abaso say there at least Ghana, we are also seeing our value as a country. Yentimi ntina wo ma enkofo embe decide emaye de yenye. And on your screens, I say Ghana rejects US proposed health aid deal over data concerns. Reuters and this and same way betuja. I mean Reuters one of the foreign online platforms or moma back-to-back updates on things happening across the globe. And omuchemu say Ghana ya rejected US for womu any echo about health health aid there. I mean we saw that president a lot of aid health aid Donald Trump, but then there was one in a pipeline na koso and sana rejection neighbor. So as you can see, say Ghana rejects proposed US health aid deal over sharing citizen sensitive health data. Into omuchema the entia woma rejected a health deal we no eno no ma boss no say the mo assign deal we pay na che say yen Ghana for ye wo krodue mu hanum say no ye ho nsem bi be kwa akototo mbonten so baby a omuhu ni say emboa. Now we are going to go deeper into Reuters for ensema womo edebetu dwano on this particular issue the entia President John Dramani Mahama together with the Foreign Affairs Minister taking that decision. Into we shall see exclusive. Ghana rejects proposed US health aid deal citing data concerns. Source says. The Reuters for chema almost source and edit sa information no ebre almost say Ghana anka die be yemfa so die pa ede amaye no yempanimfo aboagu esan so muhu ne say efa ba bi no edo how ebeba. Now we shall say summary. Ghana blacks at terms requiring data sharing. Source says Zimbabwe deal fell through over similar concerns. US is pursuing bilateral deals as part of aid overhaul. Enti so muchema Ghana the entire yesi sa agina ye HSA details data information sa efa timemufo okrodue mu hanum say no so mo sign ni deal ne pe na che say ye ho nsem bi ebekwa akoka US for no ensem any other people and no muchem say Zimbabwe for so sa omotwe omo ho efi deal mu nimu enam data sharing issue ya into basia or say Dakar April 28 Ghana has rejected the bilateral health deal with the US. A source familiar with the negotiation told Reuters the latest stumbling block to the Trump administration's efforts to overhaul foreign aid. The government of President John Dramani Mahama balked at terms requiring the sharing of sensitive health data, the source said. Into Omuchema, Ghana, in Kantiasia Pamoa, any US for ebeko, fano, apumudin, who contracts bino, idea yetwemu yesi ye bim na ninano, efa, data say ye hunsem ebeko akoto emonte eno chemu say we idea say no aya coincide kese pa ama President Donald Trump na memu a wo bu no US say and I chemu say mampani John Dramani Mahama and the animu ma wo mu esi say ginaye no said the same issue sank talks with Zimbabwe this year and also prompted a court to suspend implementation of Kenya's deal pending the hearing of a case filed by a consumer protection group. And Womuchema, a same way bia NC between Zimbabwe afi ya emu na nam so ama Kenya na womonso ewo nhihye mu sank womonso sign deal ni bi no womonso womo de womo de no ato hold. Now also spokespeople for Ghana's foreign ministry and government did not respond to request for comment. The U.S. State Department said it does not disclose details of bilateral negotiations. And so muchema kasama fwa wakasa ediama the Foreign Affairs Ministry no any abino wan sheda ankasa emfa asemwe una deba kwa se US for su chema se ebano nkitahudie ewo omo ani oman bi entemo a wo mo entai enka ho nsem esa. Now I say we continued to look for ways to strengthen the bilateral partnership between our two countries, a spokesperson said. Into omo etrema omo hwe kwan ometimi afaso anka eye ntiase apam anka koso Ghana and US intem na nke betimi ayeden abaso. The Trump administration in September announced a new American first global health strategy that calls for poorer nations to play a bigger role in fighting HIV/AIDS, malaria, tuberculosis, and polio in their countries, and eventually transition from aid to self-reliance. And to mutrema September busumi ni mwe wa fie twemu no na President Donald Trump na ba ni de betu dwa se wo modin hihye bia ba beboa ama amanya se be yenhye da entumpon yenkoye ni mani sika ne betimi apekwan bi so aboa akoatia HIV/AIDS yare no, malaria, tuberculosis, polio ewe ye man ni mu a omo na eba beboa ye nanso emre kwa nanimu no na afe omo agya ye ho ama na se yankasa yetimi abegina ya namo nso a yebetimi aso ye how ano. So the US Agency for International Development was dismantled earlier this year. Enti na ahye ya omo ehwe ema impuntu adwuma ekoso ewo aman hudum no afiye mu na chese womo egu no a enunso akwako hadwene ewo honom. Now say intense US pressure to sign deal. Source says say no pressure pa beda US minus so say womo ebetimi ene enkru ahodo anasa aman hodo akonti ase apam ewo sa health sector no, and was said the US has disbursed $219 million in foreign assistance to Ghana, including $96 million specifically for health for 2024, the year before the Trump administration's cut for foreign aid, according to government foreign assistance data. Into Omuchema, US for Omedikai ascend a $219 million at the Ghana. No, a year after 2024, 2 years ago. And our more edis kano Emma Ghana. Na ninyina mu no anche ne hu se President Trump baya which him say emwa bia US aban no edema other countries no wo etwemu. Now the deal that the two sides started negotiating last November would have called for $109 million in US assistance for health over 5 years. The source said it was unclear how much Ghana would have been expected to pay. And to muchema anka de ye ba be sign ya say president say onyin to muno nanka US for ebema $109 million no beboa ye ewo afi enum emu na so say no na yet omo de maya eventually no would pay back to them, but na ahempoti Ghana ebetua no na enyam beto monten. So say they were pretty normal dealings and negotiations in the beginning, and then increasingly there was a lot of pressure, especially at the end, the source said. Into a chema shase no na entiase adwuma kakra na afei wo munim said de ba ya say bibia age egu. Washington then said April 24 as the deadline to conclude the negotiation, and Accra decided it could not agree to what was being proposed. In Zomuchema Nanka Busumia woman ne de toso eduonu and 24th April and anka ombet na se ahye bibia konti ase no eyie na obi ate ne ho ase and ase bre de Ghana yese enya de a yebetimi atoa so ebiem enam niema wo de ehye mu e de amaye. Ghana has communicated its position to the Trump administration. Yedika about Donald Trump amane say we de yentimi enye. As of Monday, the State Department has signed 32 deals with under the America First Global Health Strategy, representing $20.6 billion in funding, made up of $12.8 billion from the US and $7.8 billion in co-investment from recipient countries, the State Department spokesperson said. Enti ejuade etwe mu yidie na US for etimi ene aman beye eduasa mienu ena akonti ase apam na sika beye $20.6 billion de akwakohye mu emu $12.8 billion no every US aban no ena $7.8 billion no every amaya hodo a womo nso ede womo ho ehye dwumedie no emu. Washington expects additional memorandums of understanding to be signed in the near future, the spokesperson said. International say omo hwe ni mo kwan say Emra eda omo anim no womo ebetimi ede omo nsa ahye krata ahodo ase na de omo pese omo ye no omo atimi aye na nso Ghana de yempe ye ho asem tintontan se ye beba be join na eye timamufu a wo Ghana no omo ho nsem ebeba be di eye US ne enkofo foforo nsem ne de yenji entumu a me no kase de Ghana ya twe ye ho ede afri eye saade no emu. Now the reactions on internet no so no abeye two-sided. They be said this shows that our people are really thinking about Ghana. Womo edwin ho pa say womo anjesa jinesie antum because already no Ghana for bebre na of the notion say it's high time we stop dealing with this Western world. Isan say womo niema bia womo ye no aya na insisi so. Enti ye hwe baby ansem wen so ebeko akwa kodru. Now moving on to other issues.